Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Catching Up with Joe Howe, the podcast no one asked for or expected. On today's episode, it is part 2 of our conversation with Chris Dukes. All right, Chris, let's try to get back on track. I think
we have derailed hard. It's fine.
I do want to go over the fact that my two favorite bands that I listen to now, American Aquarium and Turnpike, you introduced me to them.
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks.
My brother-in-law Pat introduced me to Turnpike. Actually, I mean, I don't give him too much credit. I'd probably found him on my own, but he had found them. He found them really early, and we started going to some of their shows. And there's, I mean, back in the day, whenever you could go see them for $20 at
Yeah.
Cheatham Street or whatever. And then we found American Aquarium because they were opening for Turnpike at the time, and
Well, I appreciate it. I thought I knew what good music was until I heard that.
it's and like, I mean, when you pick up one of those albums, it's always, I mean, the songwriting is great, but you go to one of those live shows and
Yeah.
it'll it's a different experience.
Yeah, that's probably the best concerts I've ever been to, especially when like American Aquarium's opening for Turnpike.
Yeah, I saw them play together at Red Rocks a couple of years ago. It was a lot of fun.
Like Red Rocks, that's the one in Colorado, right?
Yeah, this is the first time I'd ever been there, and I was like, oh, just my two favorite.
How's that hike?
Awful. You think you're prepared, and like, I mean, I was at the time, especially working out pretty hard, but there's like this like, if you park in the lower parking lot, which somehow we ended up down there. You really don't know where you're gonna end up, but you got to take this like straight up hike up these stairs, and you just see people stopping like halfway. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that seems like a cool place to see a concert, and then I saw like how you had to get there. Like that seemed terrible. Never
Yeah.
going.
How did you end up becoming a Nuggets fan?
The only thing I can think of is I remember it was 90, like 2 or 3, whenever the Nuggets were the 8 seed and beat the Golden State. That's the 1 seed.
Yeah.
I just remember Matumbo like holding the ball
Oh,
on the
okay.
court.
Mutombo, that makes sense.
That's the only thing I can think of. And then when Carmelo Anthony got drafted, I became a huge Carmelo Anthony fan. Like when he was at Syracuse.
The year that he beat the entire Big 12 on the way to win a
Yeah.
national title.
Yeah, because Melo is around my age, give or take a year or two.
Sounds about right.
Because I remember like hearing and like, because like he's right around LeBron James too. Like I think he's a year older than LeBron. So I remember like ESPN showing their like high school games. It was like either LeBron was playing or Melo was playing.
Yeah, because there was a time where they were going to go to college together,
Yeah.
possibly, but then LeBron's like, no, there's no way. Spending a year in college.
Yeah, and then Carmelo ended up going to Syracuse for the year.
And
Won a national championship, won player of the year.
they were mediocre through most of that season. Like, they made a run late. Like, he figured out.
Yeah,
He figured things out late.
They were good, but they weren't like projected to win, I don't think. And then like right before the conference tournament, like Carmelo Anthony realized that he's gonna be an NBA player.
Yeah.
And started playing like it.
And then everybody else just like, let's just get out of this guy's way.
Yeah, they had some white dude that could shoot. I don't remember when.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Syracuse used to always have a white dude that could shoot back then. But then I remember because that was when Texas was good too. That was when Texas made their Final Four run with TJ Ford.
That wasn't the same year though.
Yeah, that's who beat Texas in the Final Four.
Oh, well, because they beat Oklahoma that year too.
It was probably like the Sweet 16 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe the Elite Eight.
That was probably what, Hollis Price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Aguado Nahara still there.
No, that would have been a few years earlier.
I was just trying to think of any Oklahoma guy I can think of. Big country, but that was Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
I
was living in Oklahoma when he was there, and
I'm sure Oklahoma had some big white dude on their team.
I think Kevin Bookout.
I think it was Hollis Price. Was the only good guy around that time.
Yeah, it was that team.
Because that was when like the Texas Oklahoma game was like really good. Both teams were good, and then like the Oklahoma State teams were good then.
Yeah, and then obviously Kansas was obviously
Yeah,
still
Kansas,
Kansas.
Kansas.
Yeah, Big 12 basketball used to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but that was.
I know it is now, but
Well, it's not as good now. Like Big 12 basketball is like on a decline.
is it though? I mean, Houston's there now,
Houston's good. Like Kansas isn't. Kansas isn't Kansas anymore.
but Baylor's still pretty good.
Baylor's young.
Yeah.
Like Baylor this year has nobody from this year played last year for Baylor. Everybody left. They had 0 returning players.
That's most college basketball rosters
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah, because like Baylor's best guy, I think he's at BYU now.
Yeah.
Because they paid him a lot more than Baylor would. But Baylor has good freshmen, like as Scott Drew has for like 20 years. Like they got probably 2 guys that will be in the NBA next year.
Scott Drew's one of those guys. You wonder like why nobody ever gave him a huge payday and took him away.
I mean, I think Baylor might be paying him more.
Yeah.
And he can pretty much do whatever he wants in Waco.
It's true.
To a point. Can't go full crazy.
Just like just crawl above the bar of the last guy that was here.
Like especially now, like after they won the national championship, like it doesn't matter what Baylor basketball does. He can probably stay there until he's like, I'm done.
And they'll build a statue of him when he's done.
They should.
Yeah.
They should already do it.
That new arena, that should just name it after him.
Yeah.
If Stephenville can name their stadium after Art.
I mean, that's the only reason they built it. It wasn't because of women's basketball. Because the men started getting good. You had to get out of the Farrell Center.
Well, they just realized that they're too. I mean, I know this is gonna hurt your feelings, but both their like, money sports like stadiums were embarrassing.
Yeah.
I know I don't want to slander the Floyd too much in front of me.
At least they didn't tear down for the Farrell Center. They're still using it.
Are they? What are they using?
Volleyball and equestrian.
Oh.
I was telling Jeff, I was like, they should do like one basketball game there a year. Like a throwback, like one of the crap teams they play.
Texas did one in their
in Gregory.
Yeah.
When Beard was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they should do. Just one a year. Not that far away. It's still like a working stadium, kind of.
Like Missouri State or somebody like that.
Yeah. Or one of the crap teams they play. They've actually had a decent non-conference schedule. Like they just got beat by Memphis.
College basketball has kind of been killing it this year as far as their like marquee non-conference like matchups.
Like even some of the tournaments are like the lesser name tournaments are better than like the bigger name tournaments.
Yeah, Maui's never going to be what it used to be.
No, like I think Texas might have. Or Texas probably wasn't the best team in Maui, but I can't even name another team. Illinois, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I
think Illinois is usually always in Maui.
I've been in the college football tunnel, so I just look up every now and then and see basketball still exists.
Yeah, like well, Texas and Duke played, I think, earlier in the year. Or they're gonna play.
No, they played first game.
Oh.
Yeah, Cameron Boozer was really good. That's what happened in that game.
The other Boozer's pretty good too.
Carlos?
No, he's got a brother on the team.
Yeah.
He's not as good, but he's still pretty good. Yeah, Boozer will by far be one and done.
Yeah, he's probably going to be the number one pick.
Yeah.
At this point.
But yeah, and then like Kansas and Carolina played. We could nerd out and talk about college basketball for a while, but I haven't watched too much. I don't watch much like live sports.
Really?
I forget stuff's on.
That's pretty much the only reason I have cable in my house. It's live sports. Well, I mean, obviously for the job too. So.
Well, I usually just like forget what day it is, and like, oh shit, there's basketball on today.
So I got a NFL Sunday ticket, and I watched the Steelers games.
Sounds like a waste of money.
Yeah, well, I had a buddy who wanted to go in halves on it.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, and I was like, no, I'll just watch more NFL, and then I usually watch like the Steelers games and the Bucks games, and then sometimes like I'll get to like the late window, and I'm just like, I want to watch football right now. At that point, I've
Steelers still hanging around 500
every year. Just beat the Ravens. Got right above 500.
Do enough just to get in the playoffs.
Then get blown out in the first round.
And then every couple of years make a little run, win a game or two.
No, they haven't done that in a long time.
Mike Tomlin is like the greatest like mediocre coach ever.
Well, like he
Does enough not to get fired.
he did. The problem is like the teams aren't very good, and he's coaching them up to right above 500. So the problem is he's too good of a coach because they never get a good draft pick, and they're kind of stuck with this like
Yeah, you got to go with the Lions around and have a couple bad years.
yeah.
Or I guess Lions are probably bad example. They had like 10 bad, 20 bad years.
Yeah, it wasn't all because of their bad years. They finally got a good coach too.
Well, like Houston, like have a couple bad years, get a couple draft picks, and then be decent again.
Yeah, my entire life the Steelers have had two coaches.
Bill Cowher
and Tomlin. No, three because they had Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, that was before my time.
Well, just barely. He would have been.
I remember Bill Cowher.
91 was Chuck Noll's last year.
Yeah, it was like 6 or 5. I'm
sure your dad remember because he hated the Steelers.
My dad hated a lot of things. Speaking of that, Dad's old newspaper in Florence. I don't know if we actually talked about this.
We did not. We kind of went off on a long college sports tangent there.
That's the fun part about this.
Yeah, it's your podcast. You say whatever you want.
Yeah, if people don't like it, don't watch. I like doing it, so I'll keep doing it.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, nobody watches this. Who cares? I'm having fun.
I'm having a blast.
That's what I told Molly. I was like, because everybody like always asks me like, "Oh, do you want to start making money on this?" I was like, "God, I hope not." They're like, why? I was like, because I don't have to like watch what I'm saying and like actually care. Like now, I'm just like asking people that I know, like, "Hey, you want to go and sit down and talk for a little bit?"
Like Baylor Athletics is going to start sponsoring it.
It would be cool if I could get like a Dr. Pepper sponsorship. So I'd stop paying for that. Or
yeah,
like a Marlboro sponsorship.
I was going to say some kind of cigarette brand for sure. Would you switch brands for?
No.
Yeah.
No, I do the Marlboro Special Slick because they're cheaper.
So that's where your integrity ends. Like Campbell comes up to you, you're like, nope, I'm not doing that.
Nope. I just do the cheap Marlboros until they get $10, then I'm done. Or I say that, but
back in the day, whenever like, cigarettes could just sponsor anything they wanted.
Yeah, like the Winston Cup, and
that's when NASCAR was fun to watch.
I hadn't even thought about NASCAR in forever. I did go to a NASCAR, the Talladega Hall of Fame. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's at the Talladega track.
Yeah,
basically just a shrine of Dale.
That's something as it should be.
Then a couple of other things.
Like, oh yeah, and these other guys are here.
Yeah, I don't remember. That was like 3 or 4 years ago, probably, or maybe 5. We went to vacation with Jeff and Tamara in Florida, and then after that, me and Molly went to Atlanta to watch a Braves game. Like, not too far of a drive. Like,
yes, it is.
When are we ever going to come back over here? Well, we spent like.
Were you in like the Panhandle of Florida, or?
Yeah, we went to Destin.
Okay.
Fort Walton.
Yeah.
That area.
That's where Jess's family goes over there every year.
It was nice, but then we're like, it's not too far. Drive up to Atlanta.
What is it, like 6 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's a drive, man.
Well, because we only stayed in Florida for like 2 or 3 days, and we went and did Atlanta for 2 or 3 days, and then drove back.
I've only ever really been to the Atlanta airport, so I don't really know much about
Atlanta was pretty fun. We went to a Braves game, the Coca-Cola Museum, College Football Hall of Fame.
That would be one of the things I'd like to go. Apparently,
I think that's all we did.
Football Writers Association member, I could go to the College Football Hall of Fame for free. I've never been.
It's worth it.
Yeah, that'd be one of the cool things.
I had fun. And then we were like, we were at the Braves game. Oh, we did the Braves Stadium tour, which was fun. And then we were talking about like food around there. So, like the guy that was doing the tour, he's like, "Oh yeah, there's a good barbecue place around here." I was like,
just gave him the look.
Like, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, better than like Texas barbecue. He's like, oh, it's pretty good. We go in there. It's a dude from Dallas that opened up a barbecue place there. Like we walk in and there's like Lone Star beer signs everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, we're home.
That was I went up to Washington D.C. when Jake Ragsdale was living there. He's like, hey, you want to go out to eat? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he took us to this like Lockhart barbecue place, like literally one of the people that used to live in Lockhart and like work at one of these places down there. And I'm like, I live like 10 minutes from Lockhart. Like there's no Washington D.C. food that you want to show me.
Yeah, that's what like when we got there, we're like, wow, this is just Texas barbecue. I'm like, shit, we're already here. Might as well eat.
Yeah.
It was good though. It was better than Lockhart and all the stuff around here.
Better?
Yeah.
Really?
I liked it. Not as good. I probably shouldn't tell the people this, but Memphis barbecue underrated.
Yeah. See, if you're a big sauce guy.
They had a fried bologna sandwich there,
Yeah.
like heaven.
I never. I mean, I ate like your dad cooked barbecue when I was around, but
Yep.
I never got to. I wasn't ever. I didn't move to Florence until after the barbecue place had closed, but I'd heard good things about it.
I mean, that's how I like brisket now.
Yeah.
I think everything else is mediocre, but that's what we grew up on. Like simple seasoning, that's it.
What happened to your dad's big smoker? You know where that ended up?
So when my mom moved up here with us, it was at the house. The guy that gave it to my dad, like in 1990, his daughter asked for it.
Oh, and you were like, yeah.
Tommy Kelly, Clayton Kelly, and I want to say her name's Jennifer.
Yeah, I know him. I mean, I know of him.
Yeah, she wanted it back.
Yeah.
So it's at the house. Go get it.
Perfect. You didn't know what to do with it anyway.
Yeah, because that was when mom was leaving. That's all we had there.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it. What's the guy gonna do? Make you pay for it?
And you're just like, and someone's like,
And that was when Uncle Dyke was living next door. So like, just say it's his. Be done with it.
Yeah.
But then she contacted my mom, and it worked out. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. But yeah, it worked out. So she took it, and her husband was apparently going to fix it up.
Yeah, I mean, it needed a little work, and plus, it's just
It needed a lot of work,
and it's just so big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it would have been nice to keep it, but
Yeah,
I never cooked that much.
Yeah, well, how many people do you want at your house?
Yeah.
You cook that much food, that means you got to see that many people.
Yeah, because we cooked like 16 briskets on it.
Jeez.
When my dad has one of his little going away party things.
Yeah, that was the one in the rattlesnake.
No, the one we did at the
church or
the community center.
Yeah. I showed up and I didn't know that the community center had been bought by the church, and I think I wasn't long out of college or was still in college.
Oh yeah, when the no alcohol thing.
Yeah. I just came walking in with like a case of beer. Your mom's like, she was very polite. She's like, "Hey, just so you know, like."
Yeah, I think the Andes Baptist Church owns it now.
Yeah. Yeah, so me and your cousin Chris Howe, like we just, and I think one of the Havens brothers sat outside and drank beer in the parking lot.
Yeah, that was the last time Dad attempted to cook brisket.
Really?
Oh, it was him telling me what to put on it. And
yeah.
When to move it and wrap it and check the fire.
Boy, are you doing that wrong?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't like that then.
Yeah.
It was more he wanted to do but couldn't get out there.
Right.
So he was just sitting on the porch yelling. And get down to the picnic table down there by the pit and just sit there and be like, check the fire. Check the brisket. It should feel like this.
Yeah, I have a pellet smoker now, and it's kind of cheating because like you just turn it on. And
yeah, sometimes it's cheating, not cheating if you're not trying.
Yeah,
or not trying if you're not cheating. Whatever that saying is.
Yeah, it still tastes good.
Time consuming, like better than wasting like the 16 hours to cook a brisket.
Yeah, sitting up with it all night.
Yeah,
I'm old.
Nobody has time for that.
Yeah.
That's like Molly's stepdad. He's like always wants brisket, and they're always smoking a brisket. Like, that takes way too much time.
I like it. My problem is I don't know enough. I don't usually hang around enough people. Like, or when I do, like, came over for OU Texas, I cooked a brisket, and I still ended up throwing away. I mean, half of that, or a quarter of it at least, just because at some point, like day 3 or 4, you've got one.
I'm just tired of it.
Yeah,
but that's when you make chopped beef or.
Yeah, I do like beef and scrambled eggs, and I do all kinds of stuff. But eventually, you run out of ideas.
Yeah, especially when it's just you and the wife.
Yeah,
like here, when I'm probably there's 5 of us here. Like when they do brisket, they'll usually make 2, and they'll freeze like half of it.
2, dang.
Yeah. Well, and like my mom or Molly's mom, like anybody that comes to the house, she'll feed them.
Yeah.
So whenever she makes brisket, she'll call people and just come grab some.
Yeah, they were trying to feed me when I went in there.
Chicken. I think she made a chicken tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's anytime you're hungry, just come by the house and she'll feed you. She don't care who it is.
Good to know. There's a lot of nights Jess and I both get done with work and we just
where we live.
Yeah. Now. As I could tell your listeners that story.
Don't go to that other house.
Yeah, I tried to come over to your house last
New Year's,
and Drove around for a good, an embarrassing amount of time, considering I live.
Well, my defense, I think we just told you it was the house on the straightaway.
And no, 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 no. You don't defend me on this one. I've been to your house like 3 or 4 times before that.
Oh yeah, you have been out because we threw that couch away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'd been out here right after. I think you guys had just finished you just built the porch out
Oh,
there. I came out here and hung out with you and your mom for a while, and then I've been here another time too. But either way,
I was trying to make it not as bad.
yeah, no, it was pretty bad. But I'd never been out here at night, and it's harder to see like the house from the night at
Yeah,
night. I saw it this time immediately because of your shed. Like your shed,
yeah, the light's kind of bright.
yeah, you can see it all the way from the road. But also because the last time was so embarrassing, I know where
Well,
it is
now we
now.
have lights on the mailbox, so you can actually see the address.
Just for me, I appreciate it.
No, that's for everybody. Because it used to be GPS used to take you like around the corner.
I think we turned on GPS, which was the problem,
Yeah,
part of the problem.
and if
But
you use Android GPS, I think it still takes you around the corner.
we pulled into somebody's house down the road, and it was just some Hispanic guys that could not speak English, and they did not. Like, I had to go up to them, like they weren't going to come up and talk to me. Like I was like, "Is Joe here?" And I know you got a big family, and you got a lot of in-laws, so and I knew you had people over.
Yep.
So I was like, it could have been any of those people, and like they're like, Joe, no, I'm like nobody's like, hey, get off my property, or like, what are you doing on my land, or
Now if you just walk in and feel like I'm ice, and just watch them run. That's my one bad comment for this whole thing.
yeah, I didn't respond to that one.
I had to get one in.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
pretty tame.
I don't know what we were talking about.
Oh, we were going to talk about your dad and the
Oh
newspaper.
yeah, so is that what made you get into the whole sports writing and writing in
Yeah,
general?
yeah. So I didn't know that's what I wanted to do at all. I actually didn't even know I wanted to go to college. And your dad had an ad out in the paper, and I mean, obviously, I've known you guys and your family since a long time before that. So I just went up to the newspaper office and started talking to him, and he gave me the funniest first speech I've ever had in my entire life. First off, he didn't even like it was immediately like assumed that I was hired, but then he just explained to me what I should do, and he gave me
Was this one of his like actual good life lesson talks?
yeah, it was a good one. Give me the Freedom of Information Act like pamphlet. He's like, you need to learn this, and then he gave me a camera. He's like, well, so if you're ever driving around and you see a little kid get hit by a car, just stop and take a picture.
Was it that old like camera that had the floppy disk?
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. That was the good camera.
Oh,
I had one that like you had to plug into the computer to know what you even took pictures
oh.
of. I never took a picture that could have ever been printed in the paper. It was a piece of crap.
There was a lot of pictures that were in that paper that probably shouldn't have been in a newspaper.
Well, he told me one
Because
time
Jeff and my dad were terrible at taking pictures.
to go film like a city council meeting,
Yep, he filmed every single one.
and he just took a screenshot from the video camera. It looked, I mean, you couldn't tell who was what, and also, who cares? Who wants to look at that? Yeah, your dad would watch them back like old sports
I
games.
think that was one of like the three reasons he started the paper was school board, city council, and then just to help Jeff.
Yeah, well, he started it. Yeah, I mean, it ended up becoming, and me at some point.
Yeah, then it ended up being helping you.
Yeah, but he
But
started it because he just loved local government like
yeah,
no other person I've ever met.
he loves stirring the pot.
Yeah, and just kept involved. Like we need more people. Like there's not people like that.
Yeah, because I don't think he missed a city council or a school board meeting the whole time he had the paper.
Yeah, and if they didn't like follow all the little rules, like
Yeah.
he would throw a fit.
Yep. I remember the school board ones were funny.
I remember his like some of his columns, like because that was, I mean, that's the whenever he first started, it was just him complaining about either school board, city council, and then
Yep.
the water, like the utilities board meetings I had to go to. At least they fed you with those, which was nice.
Yeah, once he got onto something, like he didn't hold back.
Yeah,
That was his like goal to ruin somebody's life that was dealing with it.
and then at some point, like the Florence school board meetings were going well, so we started going and covered the Gerald school board meetings too. What's
Yeah, because I forgot he had newspapers in Gerald, Salado, I think Academy.
Yeah, There was a little while there. He was.
I think Liberty Hill might have.
We were driving all over everywhere to do
I
that.
think Holland, Hutto.
But
Oh no, Hutto might have been the video store.
he had the two worst employees as far as anything other than covering sports on the face of the earth. Like Jeff and I, he'd send us out to sell ads. We'd drive around, maybe knock on or go to one business and then
go eat lunch.
Go eat at Gaddyland.
Or Lucky Buddha there in Killeen before they closed.
That'll give you that still brings back memories. The old toilet.
Yeah, so I guess you, like you said, you never really thought you would do that.
Yeah, and then I ended up falling in love with it. Decided to go back to college. I'd taken a couple of classes here and there, CTC or whatnot, but went and polished up the old college resume. Went to Texas State. And ended up getting my degree and
writing for a living.
Did an internship with Dave Campbell's. Worked at a bunch of crappy small town newspapers.
Kansas one your favorite?
It's my favorite in some ways. It was an event,
except for living there.
Even living there, I mean, it's the first time I ever moved really away from everybody and lived out there on my own and just saw.
Kansas has to be terrible though.
That part of Kansas, I don't know much about. I mean, Kansas City, not terrible, but southeastern Kansas it's
just flat.
Parsons, Kansas is a
kind of like West Texas, I'm assuming, right? Except maybe cornfields instead of.
So you kind of are in maybe a little bit of the foothills of the Ozarks if you drive not too far, but.
Oh yeah, because that's close to Missouri and the northern part of Arkansas.
Yeah, I call it the white trash four corners.
Or probably not Arkansas. It's probably Oklahoma.
It's Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, and Missouri. And, I mean, they're not all directly connected, but it's really, really close.
Yeah, that northern part of Arkansas is kind of nice.
Yeah, so you get kind of some of that, if you start heading a little bit east, but it's also just a.
So I guess living there, you pretty much have to go to Kansas City for anything. Maybe Tulsa.
So we're about 2 hours from Tulsa. That's where I'd fly out. If I was coming home, I'd drive to the Tulsa airport. Joplin, Missouri was the closest real city, and that was 45 minutes away.
Joplin before the tornado, I'm assuming.
Before the tornado, I was dating a girl there, and she was living in a house. She had moved out, but it was directly bullseye where the tornado hit.
I remember I don't remember who I was with. We drove through there a year after it happened. You can still see stuff messed up.
You can still. I mean, we were going up to Jess's folks' house in Indiana, and we ended up detouring through there because I hadn't been there since then. I just wanted to see it, and yeah, you can still kind of see. I mean, you can see where it happened.
I used to make a lot of jokes, but that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll still make the Gerald jokes, but
so I lived close to both Gerald and Joplin,
and then I guess y'all lived close to the Moro, Oklahoma one too.
Yeah, we never really lived in Oklahoma City, but I've friends that were living in Moore whenever the second one happened.
Yeah, I remember guy I used to work with at the academy. He was from St. Louis, and we were driving to St. Louis for something. It was the day that the Moore tornado happened.
Yeah,
and it was a couple hours after we went through that area. Because I remember his mom calling me freaking out, and people calling me freaking out. Where y'all at? I was somewhere in Tulsa, or outside of Tulsa. Don't stop driving, drive fast. It's why? What happened? The tornadoes in Oklahoma.
They're just in Oklahoma in general. There's most days that's what happens.
They're Moore. I was the hell is Moore, Oklahoma?
Yeah, you were safe.
Yeah. Now I know that, but I was where the fuck is Moore, Oklahoma? I was I know 3 towns in Oklahoma.
Jess and I were, one of the other times we were driving up to see her parents, we were between Oklahoma City and Tulsa, and it was the middle of the night. We were trying to make it to Tulsa. We're going to stay the night there because we got a late start. And we just run into, I don't know that it was a tornado, but if it wasn't a tornado, it's as close as I've ever been to driving through one. And it was, everything was coming in sideways. The car was getting blown all over the road. We find a little hotel and stop in there and stay the night. Got bed bugs, brought them back to the house. It was terrible.
That's Oklahoma for you.
That was everything about Oklahoma in one story.
That's how the movie Twister started.
Yeah, they don't tell.
They'll tell you about the bed bugs part. That's a really good movie, by the way.
Do you enjoy the sequel or?
It wasn't bad. Not as good as the first one,
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
but not bad. If I would have went to the movies and watched it, or I think I did go to the movies. If I would have paid more, I wouldn't have liked it.
I don't remember anything that happened. Like it wasn't a bad movie, but it was also kind of like,
Yeah, I'll still watch the original one though. It's usually whenever there's like an actual big tornado somewhere in the country, I'm like, oh, I should watch Twister.
just tailgate for it.
Yeah. Yeah, Twister and Armageddon is still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, Armageddon still holds up, man.
Yeah.
I'll watch that when I see it on TV. I'll end up watching the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll watch it on my phone every now and then because I would pretty much watch everything on my phone.
Out here in the shop.
In the room. I'm not out here too much. It's hot in the summertime.
Yeah.
I have one fan.
You don't mind the cold either, do you?
No, like it feels good in here right now.
Me too. That's why
Like
you said to bring a jacket, and I was like, I'll probably get hot if I put on a jacket.
I mean, I got shorts on, but these things, I can feel all the breeze and everything. And this shirt's real thin.
Yeah, this one is too.
I could stay out here for a while. It feels good.
I wore my pearl snap to come out here after
dress up a little bit.
Yeah, you know.
Didn't think I'd be wearing my raccoon holding guns. Shit, Chris. So back to the Oklahoma fandom. You have a top 5 Oklahoma athletes since 2000 in any sport?
Athletes? They'd all probably be football players, honestly. But yeah, I mean, in no particular order.
Bob Stoops' son.
Drake Stoops he's a legend, man.
Trying to think.
Well, I mean, Baker,
the Bulldozer.
Baker, Adrian Peterson, Roy Williams was amazing.
The fake Roy Williams.
Not the coach, Roy Williams. that would all right. Let's rank your Roy Williamses.
There's only 2.
There's 3. Coach Roy Williams, receiver Roy Williams.
Oh, the basketball coach.
Yeah.
I forgot about. I thought you were trying to make a Friday Night Lights reference when the guy that went to Texas played the coach for that one part.
Oh no,
he ain't gonna play.
He ain't gonna. Yeah, that was his big acting break.
Yep. Guess I'd probably say the basketball coach is probably better than all of them.
He's probably more accomplished.
No, probably I would say the Oklahoma one.
Yeah, I think we kind of hit it there. Probably Drake Stoops, Baker Mayfield, Roy Williams.
Are you really putting the Stoops kid on there? I was just joking.
Oh man, he was fun to watch.
I was just trying to think of like a white guy that I could pick. Jason White, who's probably the 2nd, 3rd worst Heisman Trophy winner ever.
He's you remember Andre Ware?
Yeah, he's not that bad. Andre Ware probably is. Probably the worst Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, did you actually get to tell him that? You were looking for him.
I don't think I ever actually told him, but I wanted to. That was the Houston Bowl.
The Houston Bowl, yeah, we were at the Houston Bowl, and I told you when we got there, your mission is to find Andre Ware. Tell me he's the worst.
It might have been because I was younger, but I don't remember him, like even the highlights and stuff. Like he was decent.
So that was like he was one of the first run and shoot guys. So nobody had seen it before, and they were running it against shit competition too.
So I guess like my equivalent would be like any Tech quarterback.
Yeah, basically kind of the same thing.
BJ Simmons.
Yeah, but imagine that like a group of 5 school. So that's kind of what he did.
Just steamrolling everybody because they didn't play anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ware would have been playing in the Southwest Conference, which
Yeah. I still say he's the worst Heisman Trophy winner ever.
Yeah. You would have told him if you found him. You were looking for him.
I think I got sidetracked there because I think we found like popcorn and ice cream. I remember eating a bunch of ice cream there.
We ate a bunch of ice cream and then we stole like 3 big popcorn tins.
I think it was more than that.
And
it might have been because I think I was carrying 2 and you might have had 1.
And we ended up throwing one out of the.
Yeah, because that was when we took the metro.
We took the metro, and you, Jeff, and I could not.
And we were not small people.
We were way uncomfortable. And at some point, one of them just had to go.
Yeah. And I remember like telling Jeff to pull over, and he was like, "No." So I was like, "Chris, roll the window down." And I just threw in just see sparks.
You can see sparks going everywhere.
I'm pretty sure we threw 2 out. So I think I kept 1 because I actually wanted the popcorn.
Yeah. Well, we were eating the popcorn still.
I had that popcorn tin for a while.
Yeah. I think I was gonna make mine into a trash can.
That's what I kept mine
Yeah.
as. I think I had it until I worked at the academy.
I had mine and I was like, I don't need this that bad.
And I think when I quit the academy, I think that was when I got rid of it. Because when I quit the academy, I moved in with Jeff and Tamara for like 6 months. I was like, I'm not taking this with me.
You should have thrown it out while you were driving. Just for old time's sake.
I think that might have been the last like thing like that I've ever thrown out of a moving vehicle.
Wish I could say the same.
But yeah, those were good times though. Like I don't know. Yeah, so your top 5 athletes, you actually put Stoops kid.
Yeah, I'll put Stoops in there.
Peterson,
Baker,
okay, I guess we
Roy
should change
Williams.
this to top 5 athletes that were on scholarship.
What?
Top 5 athletes that were on scholarship.
Yeah, I mean Stoops is on scholarship.
Was Baker actually on scholarship?
I mean after the first year they put him on scholarship.
I also thought it was stupid. It was like he's the greatest walk-on ever.
Yeah, he definitely did walk on, but he was only a walk on for a very short amount of time
until a scholarship opened up.
Yeah, until they saw him. They're like, and they couldn't offer him a scholarship until he got there either because he was coming from another. That was back before you could just go wherever you wanted.
That dude's still fun to watch.
Yeah, on Sundays for sure.
Especially like if they have him mic'd up for some reason, or like you just see people like filming him, like interacting with fans before the game.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to see him play in high school. I mean, he's been the same guy. Like everybody, they're like, oh, he's cocky, he's this and that, and I'm like, he's literally just the same dude that he was at Lake Travis High School.
I've seen him do some interviews. Like he just seems like a dude that just wants to play football.
Yeah,
and just talk shit as he does it.
Just a little bit of a meathead, which you kind of love.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
makes for good entertainment. So Stoops, Baker, Adrian Peterson, Roy Williams.
Only leaves one spot. I'd say Tommy Harris.
That's what I was gonna.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say you're wrong if you don't put him on the list.
Yeah,
I don't know a lot of like Oklahoma players. Like that's one I do remember.
Oh yeah, another guy from like right around where we were from.
Yep.
So.
Ellison. I think he went to Ellison.
My cousin Keith trained with him, where he was living in. They were going to this gym in Georgetown both at the same time. Like he kind of like trained. Like he was like, yeah, man, I'll help they lift the weights together and stuff.
Oh, good old Keith.
Good old Keith.
That was the 1 year I played JV. He was our quarterback. I think that might have been the last year he played football.
Yeah, he quit. He quit shortly after that. he had other things to do.
That was probably the funnest year of football I ever had.
Your JV year is the most fun you have in football.
Yeah, because I was the sophomores that you were like Ragsdale and all them.
Jake
Jake.
Yeah,
Jake. I think Chance might have been around. Keith.
I used to call them all
Eric Clemens.
I used to call them all Keith's cronies.
Yeah. And like Snuffy Hahn used to hang out with all them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to hang out with those kids. Like I was older, but right when Keith would bring them around, we used to go get in, some minor shenanigans together. They're fun.
Yeah. Those people were fun to hang out with that 1 year of football. It was by far the funnest time I ever had playing sports, even though we were terrible.
That's
you have a favorite Oklahoma moment in sport? Like I guess probably just in football since you don't watch much other.
I mean, I would watch other stuff, but yeah, it would probably be winning the Natty was awesome, but the 63-14 game that year where they beat Texas was the most fun I've ever had watching a football game in my life.
And I'm assuming your least favorite would probably be was it 49-0?
Not really, because I didn't really expect much out of that day. It would be the loss to Georgia in the playoff game. That was a rough. That's the saddest I've ever been after a sporting event.
I don't think I've ever been sad at a sporting event.
Like it was, I was upset for a day or two.
I think I've been more sad like when the Floyd was torn down when I first saw it.
You should have gone and gotten a piece of it.
Well, when we were gone, it was nothing. It was grass. Like you could see part of the J Fields.
The J Fields.
But everything else just is like an open field.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Irwin Center is now.
Now they're all the J Fields.
Yeah. One last question for you, Chris. Best advice you've ever received and who it was from?
That's a good question. I mean, other than your dad's, you see a kid get hit by a car, take a picture.
I would say actual best advice, not Bob Howe shitty advice.
Yeah. It never came up, but still remember it to this day. I carry it around a camera, just waiting.
I'm assuming if you ever see it, you'll probably take a picture.
I have to. Cops are going to be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, look, I was told to do this a long time ago.
Take that picture, print it out, we'll put it in the urn with them.
There you go. I got it for you. Man. Best advice I ever got. Honestly, so when I was working for the Austin American Statesman, I got laid off and went to lunch with one of the guys that had been laid off previously, and we started talking about working in working as a freelancer. I was like, man, what do you got to do to get into it? So we did. I mean, he kind of got me hooked up, and I got some clients and stuff. And he told me, never love a job more than it loves you back. Which, I mean, I see so many people put time and effort into things that nobody's going to appreciate or care about. I mean, if it's worth it, it's worth it. But if it isn't, it isn't.
And everybody's replaceable unless you're the owner.
And try not to have hard feelings about stuff like that. But yeah, that'd probably be the best advice I've ever got.
That's one thing my dad actually told me. Like when he was like the last 2 years that he was alive. Like not in those terms. He's like, don't ever be serious about a job. They'll fuck you at the end.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's saying.
Like they don't give a shit about you unless you own the company.
Yeah, it's unfortunately. I mean, I do my very best at this job I have now, and I will, but I'm not gonna shed any tears if something happens. Your dad, Jeff and I showed up very hungover one day. Like I think we'd gone out drinking with like Carrie Kuzak and all those characters the night before, and we were supposed to be putting out a newspaper, and neither of us, we were just staring at the screen. And your dad got up and he's like, "I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm gonna go get a Dr. Pepper. If I come back, there ain't nothing on those screens. Both you some bitches are fired." And we're like, "You can't fire your slaves." We were making like $50 a week or something.
If that.
Yeah.
Probably whatever money you could take for lunch that he would give you.
He was paying me, like, and it was like $100 every 2 weeks or something. But Jeff's was like whatever you get from like the newspaper rack sales,
which was probably hardly nothing.
Yeah, wasn't worth driving all the way out to get. Like a lot of times, like.
All right, Chris, that's all I got.
Hey man, this was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's an honor.
I was a little nervous when we started, but
you did great.
Yeah, can't get much worse than when I started. That's all we have for you today. Thank you, Chris, for joining me. Until next time, I'm Joe, and thank you for catching up with me.